Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Wayne's Diaries. Let's go inside. Well, as I said, I like the little wood stove for the simple fact that, it's fantastic for cooking. And I was watching a fishing show last night that I really like. I'd like to try and meet up with this young gentleman. He's a guide. And anyway, Chasing Adventure is his channel. But anyway, he lives just north of me here and does a lot of fishing, steelhead and lake trout and various stuff. And I really like his channel. I like his energy and his stuff there. Anyway, Kyle McClellan is his actual name, I guess. And I thought maybe he was related to my cousins, but I sent him a message, but I never got anything back on it. But anyway, we're making some chili. So we'll have a little bit of food for a few days, and I'm going to get out of here and go for a little couple-hour cruise and go deliver some food or something, maybe. I don't know, but doing something. I can't sit anymore. I've been here in the old bus for quite a while, and I'm just tired of it. And I did a little experiment here, and I'll show you more of it as we get going here. But I painted it basically John Deere green, just trying to cover this. I don't know, it's hard to say which way to go with it, but we did put a new table in here, which I like this, a little shelf. I got to finish staining this and finish putting some polyurethane on that. But I like this. This setup is nice. I kind of can't go wrong with that. Watching one of my favorite programs, Northern Exposure. The first 3, maybe 4 seasons were really good, and then of course, like most of these sitcoms, they go off the rails and get into just, I don't know, bizarre stuff that doesn't really appeal to me. But anyway, I'll show you what we're going to do here. We're going to kick this in, and we're going to throw a little manwich sauce in there. We're going to throw some, of course, diced chilies, and it's Rotel, which is good stuff. Some chipotle peppers, chili beans, paste, beef broth. I like corn and a mixture of peas and carrots, and then a bunch of onions. And we'll let her set most of the day on the stove, at least a few hours, and it's going to be yum, yum, yum in the tum, tum, tum. Yeah, I think that should go on a t-shirt. Yum, yum, yum in the tum, tum, tum. Yeah, I like that. All right, see you in a bit.
Adventures motorcycle riding to the mountains, coast to coast, sea to sea travel, an exploration with life living and meeting new people. Travels are great, my life is a dream. We must continue to explore, live and ride the wave of life as it rises and falls. Sailing with dolphins, snorkeling with manatees, our world is grand, with adventures all around. Wayne, your life is a fantasy, and live by only by a few.
All right, we put in all of our little ingredients there that I showed you, and we're just going to let her kind of work itself here and let all those, I did put spices in. I put some smoked paprika, onion powder. I got to do onions yet, but onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt, some pepper. And I did put some Old Bay. I've been turned on by Old Bay a little bit by some fishermen out of Florida there. They love Old Bay for their fish and everything, and they use it for a lot. I mean, I actually picked up a can of soup here, clam chowder. I love clam chowder. I've made it once before, but that had Old Bay. That's got Old Bay seasoning in it too. So it's, it's a real good seasoning. And so far I've liked it. I've put it on a lot of fish and stuff so far, and I really like it. But that is one very attractive thing of chili. And we're boiling, whoops, God bless it. Hate making a mess. Anyway, I'm boiling up some water here just to try and clean my pan here, my pot here, because I did some chicken tenders the other night and deep fried them, and I deep fried some fish. And what else did I deep fry? Oh, I made some, oh shoot, cheese, cheese sticks or whatever, deep fried mozzarella sticks. And they weren't bad, but they weren't the best. I didn't have very good, I didn't have any panko crumbs. I had some egg, but which I did a wet bath, and then I kind of dipped them in some fish fry stuff that I had, and they weren't that good. They weren't bad, but again, they weren't horrible. So anyway, yeah, this is where this sets, and we'll just keep things going and just keep it, most of the day here, and then by 3-4 o'clock we'll have some really good chili for some eats. I didn't put any manwich in it. So far I haven't done any of that. I got beef broth, and we'll just kind of see how it all thickens. Now, one of the big things that I always used to be my big thing, and I learned it from an old show, and I'm not going to name the show because he ended up getting in some real bad trouble. But anyway, he always put cocoa, one big heaping tablespoon of cocoa in here, and it really would thicken and richen and just really pop the colors. And I don't know, it was good. Oh, I did put a little bit of brown sugar in it, try to give it a little bit of I like a little sweet. I like a little sweet chili. It's kind of a sweet and spicy chili. All right, we'll get back to it in a few minutes. See you in a bit. Yeah, and my little bird feeder here through the window is pretty cool. I mean, I really am enjoying sitting here and having my coffee in the morning and watching these little birds come in and eat out of the feeder here. It's really therapeutic to me anyway. So anyway, we'll show you here what we had done. We have painted this John Deere green all the way through. We're working on that video for you guys right now. And we've got a little cool spell here, 2 days, so we've kind of been blasting the little wood stove here. And the little wood stove works good, but it will not, you couldn't do this down 16 degrees or below that Fahrenheit. This thing just isn't going to punch out enough heat here. But anything around 23 on up, it definitely works great, takes the chill off and everything. But we've kind of framed this in, we've framed this in, we've got the couch, we've painted all the way through here, we've trimmed a little bit of this, and of course you've seen this. We've stained some more of the ceiling, just a little bit here and there, just trying to get everything put together. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and I guess that's about all I can show you at this point. Well, guys, I just had my chili, and it was, I'm going to put it over here, it was really good, and I sprinkled some onions on top of that. But one thing I wanted to kind of cover is the things that I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that, and it's in my hometown, which blows me away that I've lived here 60 years of my life, and I'm getting a lot of blowback as to, and I know it's jealousy, a lot of it, but people are so committed to bashing me and beating me up and calling me a bum and living off the system and things of that nature. And I don't do that. I think everybody knows I deliver food. I work in the summer doing some trailer deliveries. I work at the store. I've been there. This is my 10th summer there. What I do, and people never get this through their head, I basically have sacrificed a ton of stuff that you guys would never sacrifice. Number one, I don't have a wife or a major girlfriend or anything, and that's I'm not saying that would stifle everything or anything like that, but it does. A woman's looking for security. She's looking for a house. She's looking for a nice car. She's looking for you to have a job, be doing the 40, 50 hour a week thing, going out on the Friday night for dinners, buying stuff, vacations, whatever, and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've sacrificed that. I haven't had anybody. I've been divorced 30, going on, I think, 30 years. And I've had girlfriends, but I've sacrificed not having somebody that I drag along or that would drag me down, because I'm 60, and I hate to say it, I've met a ton of people, I should say, I've met a ton of gals that are 60 years old, and they are never going to live the lifestyle I'm going to live. Never, ever, ever live the lifestyle I'm going to live. 25-year-old would do it, but again, that's not going to happen. And even if it did, you'd beat me up over that. I had one time, I was doing my taxes, and I've got two businesses. One is my YouTube, and another one is basically, I call it a delivery service, and that's what I deliver, food and that kind of thing. And I do roadie, and I do shipped, and anyway, blah blah blah. So I was doing my taxes, and I said, well, I got my two businesses I deduct, and somebody got on a comment and said, you don't make enough money, you're such a bum, you don't even have enough to file taxes. And it's just, I don't even know why people would care. I don't even know why people would care about how I live my life. But I've sacrificed so many things, and in some ways, I think it gives me that vitality to live life and be as energetic as I am at 60, going to be 61 in 2 months. I'm camping in tents. I'm traveling 4,000, 5,000 miles on a motorcycle. I'm in a boat camping. It's very, very, it's something that most people are never going to do. I haven't had a running, working shower like you'd have in your house in 10 years. And I don't mind that. I bathe in Lake Michigan. I have a portable shower here that William has gotten me, that produces some warm water and everything, and I run it out the window, and I do it that way. People won't do that. They might do it for a weekend, but that's about it. And even then, it's only somebody that's at 30, maybe 30 to 40 years of age. But I have sacrificed. There's nothing that I want. I have my film and my camera equipment. I have my laptop. I have a couple of knives that I really like. I don't have much, and I don't ask for much. I sacrifice a ton to live off $10,000 a year. And it doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. I just don't. I've run into people that have when it's done and over with, guys, money doesn't matter. Who cares? And I had somebody the other day that kind of got into my stuff a little bit that I know. They're not my friend, and they won't be my friend because of that. But they're like, you don't work or this or that or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. You're not a contributing thing to the society and this and that. And they said, I said, well, what about such and such? He just travels he's retired. Yeah, he's retired. He put his 35 years in, and now he's retired traveling. He's like up here. You're way down here because you choose to do what you do. I'll never figure it out. I will honestly never in my life figure out why people are so angry at how I live and how I make things work and what I do. I'll never ever figure it out. A little bit of it shines on like Trump or Russell Brand or just various people. I mean, if they say the wrong thing, they just plow them and beat them up, and people just can hate so badly. And that's why I'm very limited on who I associate with, who I hang out with, who I do things with, who are my friends. My family's most of my friends or whatever, but I've got William, and Brenton understands, my situation and stuff like that. And, but it's very, very limited. And Butch out of Florida there, he understands and doesn't judge me, I guess, or whatever. It's very, very, there's only about a handful that doesn't judge, and they take you for what you are, and It's my choice. It's like if you ain't living the life that they want you to live, they're just going to beat the hell out of you and trash you and comments, negatives, and just my own people that I thought, somewhat know me and somewhat thought I was a decent person have been trashing me behind my back. It's crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. One thing, I've got my family out here in YouTube land. You guys are awesome. A lot of great comments, a lot of crazy comments and stuff, but that happens with everything. One guy did make a comment about the welder, 220 for the welding in the back, and I think he's right. I think a 220 is what you need back to weld a hitch on the back of this bus. I'm going to try and find something that I can bolt up under there. I'm only pulling the boat, so I'm not pulling anything major, or a little trailer with a motorcycle on it. That's really about it. But anyway, I've got some more footage and stuff, so we're going to get a couple more videos up fairly quick to you guys. Again, thank you for being out there. Thank you for appreciating what I do. Thank you for understanding the life I live and being a part of my community in the Wayne Diaries. God bless everybody. Live your life. Live how you want to live. Don't let people depict or tell you how you need to live your life. It's your life. You do as you please. As long as you're not hurting anybody or feeding off other people's stuff in a negative way, everything's fine. All right, guys. Peace out. We'll see you in a couple more days.